Yeah, so welcome back. We are doing recalls first. So our first one is number 15.
All right. So pressing that fancy little button on 15 will pop you to that.
And who is recalling that?
Catherine is recalling that.
Okay, so just as we go over that one was originally scored three merits, an accepted and a not accepted, and it had a final score of merit. That was the original.
Yeah. So
So
I was the not accepted judge. And hang on here. Where's my image? Um, can I start?
yep.
So the title is the title of the court. There's too many pages. Cork in the air, love everywhere. Um, and so I love this image. It's a great capture. There's so much emotion and whatnot. But I find the cork, because it's out of the plane of focus, it's so out of focus that it's distracting. It looks like this blob, and my eye keeps going to the cork, as well as um, I don't know what all the white dots are around the image. They could be seeds, they could be snow, they could, I'm not sure what it is, but I find those two elements very distracting, and take away from the emotion and the storytelling of the image. So I would just like to hear what the other judges say. I scored it unaccepted. I don't feel that it's a merit image.
Okay, and we had three merit judges. I don't know if you recall, uh,
Um,
Crystal.
this is Jamie. I was one of the merit judges.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Crystal,
okay.
do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, I was one of the merit judges, and I do believe this image deserves a merit because of the great storytelling in the image. So they're popping champagne. The cork is caught in the frame, and the white bubble, that's the champagne spraying. So it's part of that story. That Catherine missed that piece of the story, but that is the story. It's you can see the champagne in the groom's hand, and it's being exploded everywhere, and the wedding party is all reacting to this moment. And in just the perfect timing, that cork was captured in a way that makes your eye look at it. And so that is the story, I think, here.
Okay. Jamie, you wanted to add something? You're muted.
Mute. Sorry. I was just going to say exactly what Crystal said, so she covered
Okay.
everything.
All right. Anybody else? The accepted judge or merit? Anything different you want to say? If not, oh,
I'll just add the one extra piece that I love how the skyline of the city of Edmonton is in the background, and I can identify that as the city of Edmonton and the bridge that's all well known landmarks. So that really tells that story of popping champagne on your wedding day in Edmonton.
all right. And Catherine, you have the final word then.
Yes, I thank you for that. I don't see all of those dots as all being the champagne. There's dots far receding in the background, the white specks. There's some in the foreground. That's not all champagne. I don't know if it happened naturally or if it was an addition that are made, but I find them really, really distracting and taking away.
Okay. And so just for this image, Gundy was off, is the way I have this. So the other five judges, you're going to have to make sure created a new chat to me, please. I just have Crystal so far. And you're going to send a rescore of 15R, please, once you get your chat set. So I still need Crystal and Ron.
You should have mine.
It
No,
says,
sorry.
I think you sent it to me, Crystal.
Okay, I messed up. I forgot I was on this. What was the image number again?
15.
15.
Okay, thank you. And so we have 2 merits, an accepted and 2 not accepted. So this is now an accepted image. Okay. I believe the next one I think is 28. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, 28. Yeah, yeah, can you want to read just the name of it again and so forth? Just we have that, the class.
Oh, of course. It's number 28, pictorial, fading light kaleidoscope.
Thank you. And this is brought back by who?
I initially had this one in mind, but I actually want to drop it. It's not important.
Okay, so we're not going to be revisiting that one then. All right. So we're going to move to 31.
31 is animals, forest stride.
Okay, and this was originally scored 3 merits, a accepted and a not accepted for an overall score of merit. And who's bringing this back?
Catherine's bringing it back.
Okay, and you were, I guess,
was
the not accepted judge?
Um, so this image is of an animal, equine animal, but it does not show off the animal to its full potential and beauty. The back leg, the one back leg that's resting, distracts from the composition. Horse people, when you're looking at a horse photo, you want those legs squared up. However, the title says forest stride, which makes me feel that the animal should actually be walking, moving, and it's not. It's standing there static. So the impact is lost in the pose of the animal, and the lighting that is flat on the animal isn't really showing the animal to its full beauty and potential. And the composition with the extra space on the outside of the trees, it just feels that the image is too wide. The composition does not add to the impact. So the composition and the posing and the control of lighting on the animal are not showing the animal to its fullest potential. And so I scored it a not accepted.
Okay, thank you. And just, excuse me, Marlene was off on this one, just for notation. And so we had 3 merit scores. Any of the merit
I'll speak
judges?
to it.
Okay.
All right, so this is Jamie, and I scored this a merit. So now, because we have an animal class and an animal portrait class, you're able to tell which is a wild animal that you have been, waiting for, and which is one that you can pose and direct a little bit easier. So this is the animal class. So this, I'm assuming, is a wild horse. And the fact that he does have his leg resting like that is showing that he's comfortable with the photographer who is capturing his image. He's got his ears perked forward, so he's paying attention. As a horse person, this wouldn't bother me in the slightest with his leg like that, because it's not like it's a show image. I love the attention that he's giving the photographer. I love the colors of the trees behind him. Yeah, I'd like to hear what my other judges have to say.
Okay, so we have 2 other merit judges or the accepted judge. Does anybody want to comment?
I scored this a merit as well, and I like the composition. I like the trees in it. To me, when this came up, It and with the bull, normally we don't like or don't avoid bullseye compositions. It works for this one. To me, the trees framing him, the animal in there is, I'm here, I'm strong, I'm in your face, so what? And as far as trying to make the animal look maker, because the coat is scruffy, there's dirt on his back. Uh, this is sort of to me the tough macho dude in the neighborhood that gets away with it.
Okay, thank you, Ron. Any other judges wish to speak on it? Crystal, is that yes?
I'll speak on it. I scored this image as accepted. To me, the ground is a bit distracting. The weeds and the grass being so bright compared to that nice fall off in the forest behind, and having a lower angle would have maybe elevated this to a merit image in my eyes, because it would have given the horse a little bit more majestic feel. But as is, it's very distracting with the ground and just eye level of a horse. It doesn't have a cut above feel to it. It's, to me, an acceptable image for those reasons.
Okay, thank you.
When you hear, I
yeah.
have one thing.
For sure.
It's kind of difficult because it's a horse. It's usually a domestic animal, and we pose them and we clean them up and everything. Just try to think of it if it were a deer. If all these things then would also matter, because if it's a wild horse, it's a wild animal, and then it adds to the, I don't know, to the feel of the wild animals with the horse being, like scruffed up. And also it's a like in the forest, and there's not much you can do about the ground. And I'm not sure if you can go in a different angle as well, as it is a wild animal.
Okay, thank you for those
Oh,
comments.
and I scored it a merit. I didn't say that. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Andy. All right, so back, Catherine, right? You're the challenger again.
Yeah, I'm the challenger. And thank you, judges. I do appreciate all of the comments and insight. I agree that the scruffy coat and whatnot does add to the story. I also appreciate pointing out that it's wild animal class. However, I still feel that overall the image lacks impact. And as Crystal put it, it is not a cut above for a wild horse animal.
All right, good conversation. Let's do a rescore 31R, please. Okay, so everything's remained the same. We have 3 merits, and accepted and not accepted, so it remains a merit image.
Thank you.
And Chris, I just have a note that Ron had said that he asked for a recall of number 32, which I don't see on our list. Not sure if that didn't get to you, but we will we can I know you have these other ones all docked up, so let's make note that 32 was should be looked at, but let's if you want we can go to the next one, 75, if that's
Sorry, I had it on mute. 32 is what he said.
Yeah, did you want to go with that one next?
I know, we'll do it at the end.
Okay.
Right.
So number 75 is the next one that I have listed.
Number 75 is Portrait, Keeper of Shadows.
All right, so 75 So Gundy was off for this one, and it scored and accepted. There was one merit, three accepted, and one not accepted for an accepted rate. And who brought this back? Somebody brought
I did,
70. Okay.
Jamie.
What was your score?
Not accepted.
Okay. So,
Um, so when it first came up, I mean, there's quite an impact. You can see the storytelling. Sorry if you can hear a child in the background here. But when I'm looking at the highlights in the hair or the wig, they look like they appear to be burned down, because they're quite gray. And there's something about the hand on the stick that just it appears a little disjointed, and I just want to call some judges' eyes on it to see whether it's my end or whether it's something that could be fixed in the future for the maker.
okay. Thank you. So we had, I'm not sure if you remember, you scored a merit or the accepted judges. Does someone want to comment? And
Merit judge on this because it does have great impact and storytelling as soon as you see it. The lighting is very intentional, being kind of uplit to give it that extra creepy feeling, and the tones and colors are all in a very kind of ethereal, mystical, scary feel. So I thought that the maker did a good job of having that storytelling played through the colors, tones, and textures in this one. I did see the blown out pieces on the wig there, and the hand almost looking like it has a motion blur or something that's been corrected. I'm not sure, but you're right. Something on that hand looks a little off, but because the image feels creepy, I feel like there's a little bit of leeway with some of those things to have that creepy, like uneasy feeling to them to go along with the storytelling in this portrait.
okay. Any other judges wish to comment?
I'll comment. It's Catherine.
Okay.
I-
Do you remember your score? Was it, I guess, accepted?
Yep, I scored accepted, and for basically all the reasons that Crystal just mentioned. I also noticed the highlights that were burned down, and the one very bright highlight in the hair at the bottom. And for those reasons, I didn't score it higher. But the concept, the color palette, the composition, the storytelling, I thought was all very good. And so I accepted this, wanted to see this image in the show.
Okay. There's no other commentary. Then Jamie, you have the final word.
Yeah, just I guess I don't have much else to say other than what I said at the beginning. I forgot to save something.
No, you don't have to save anything. That's fine. It's all good. Thank you. So let's have a rescore 75R, please. Okay, well, slight change, but no change to the final. It's four accepted and one not accepted, so it remains an accepted image. And our next one is 78, I believe. Want to read the title in class?
Yep. Image number 78, animals. Who's looking at my babes?
Okay, and same group of judges for this. And who brought this back?
It was me again.
Okay,
Jamie.
All right, before you say anything, I'll just go over the scores. So 78 was 3 accepted and 2 not accepted. Okay, sorry, Jamie, go ahead.
That's okay. So I was an accepted judge on this. I noticed after the fact, and then it was kind of bothering me. So cute image, you know, mama owl with her little babies, very adorable. In the image, just past the key line, there is a very unnatural blur that starts after the key line, is very, very blurry, and then goes back to relatively sharp, which my eye just wants to get drawn to. The image is rather grainy as well, but my main focus was the no pun intended, was the blur by the key line. I just wanted to get other judges' take on that.
Okay. And so just to be clear, though you scored it as an accepted at the time, you feel it should be going to a not accepted. Is that correct?
I do believe so, yes. I think the maker could fix it and present it again with a better score, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. Any other judges with Crystal?
Also an accepted judge on this image, though I found the key line incredibly distracting and believe that the image is stronger without that key line, without the blur on the edge. I was a very low accepted, and seeing that this split, I could potentially come down as well.
Okay,
I
thank you.
did enjoy that all of the birds are relatively in focus, and love that cuddliness that they have there. So it is a good moment. And I like the framing of the logs. I agree just with Jamie that key line distracts from the overall impact of the image.
Any other judges wish to comment, or are we ready for a rescore?
This is Catherine, and I'm kind of in the same boat as the other judges. In addition, and again, I after I scored it, I noticed more
What did you score it as?
accepted.
Okay.
That blur did bother me after I scored it, and also there is a color shift within the blur, which I also find very distracting. So the image does have a lot of potential. It's a great capture of a great moment, but the treatment of it has not shown it in its best light.
Okay. Hearing no other. Oh,
Well, I did not vote or judge this image. If I had of, it would have been not accepted for some of the reasons stated. And if we're wanting to help the image or the maker improve it, that yes, most of the stuff has been said. That highlighted area up there, if you clone something darker in there, if this was, if you're working on another layer, if you were to darken that back out of focus layer down so that there's a little bit more pop to it, that would help. And I would even go into the eyes of the owls because they are generally a nice, bright yellow, and pop the yellow up in the eyes only just a little bit to just add a little bit more intensity to it.
so okay, thank you. So I have you as being on the panel. Were you not on the panel?
No, I was not. Or
Oh,
if I was a no. So my error.
no, I have you on the panel.
When you're going for cappuccinos, you forget where the heck you are.
Okay, so let's do. Oh, sorry. Jamie, you called us back, or right? Or who called us back?
Yeah, Jamie,
Okay.
I called this back.
So you get the last word, and then we can do a rescore.
Yeah, as I said, I'm just hoping that the image maker can present it perhaps without the blur, and then the image could score higher.
Okay, so let's do a 78R, please. 78R. So we have 4 not accepted and 1 accepted. This is now a not accepted image. So we'll move on to number 84.
84, pictorial convergence.
Okay, so this was originally scored and accepted. It was 1 merit, 2 accepted, 2 not accepted. Ron, you was off on this one. So who called us back?
I called this back. This is Crystal.
Yep.
and I
And what?
support this image not accepted.
Okay.
The initial impact of the image is quite nice with those strong vertical lines, but there's quite a bit of evidence of burning down the sky. If you look to the pillars around them, you can see haloing, and then in the middle of the bridge underneath, you can really see spots that have been burnt. There's quite a bit of haloing between them and the pillar. The maker has excellent potential in this, but there are some technical aspects that were quite distracting.
Okay.
And then, sorry, the one other thing is, because there's so much nice symmetry and strength in the verticals here, it would have really been nice to line up those corners, but they're just off, which really destroys the balance sort of the image there.
All right, thanks. Anybody wish to say anything on the image? Okay, we can do a rescore then for number 84. R, please.
Somebody's in the wrong chat there.
I changed it, sorry.
And we have 5 not accepted. So this is now a not accepted image. And Chris, were we able to do number 32 now or? Yep. Okay. Okay, we have the right image.
Yep.
All right. So this was originally, and Marlene was off on this. Originally scored and accepted. It was 1 merit, 2 accepted, 2 not accepted. Who's challenging? Or Ron, you brought this up. What did you score it as?
I did not accept it.
Okay, and you want to tell us why?
Yes, that if you look at the rim of the glass around the carnation, it looks like there's a heavy red fringe along the edge the glass there. And then when you look into the carnation or the back of the carnation against the liquid, there is a fringing there as well. Now, when you look, also looking throughout the rest of the image, there is a bit of a greenish fringe, but that part of it I accepted because of the blue and the green in the image. It kind of went with it, so I was okay with that. But the red fringe on the rim by the carnation, I'm not.
Okay. Does anyone want to speak for the image?
I'll speak
Crystal?
for the image. I was the merit judge. So this image had initial impact in the very squared format, but relying so much on the geometric circles, and it's fine art. So I'm not looking for it to have as much of a realistic aspect because it's that fine art piece. I'm okay with it having some fringe, as you're mentioning, like that. The red fringe on the cup, I think you're talking about, would be the reflection of the flower in the shape of the glass. But even if it wasn't, it's fine art. So it's really about how those shapes and colors play off of each other and give an impact. And I thought that the impact of the bright colors and those strong geometric shapes was fun and something that you could put on a wall.
Okay. And
if I may say something.
all right.
So this is Jamie. I scored this image and accepted. Yeah, I was going to agree. I think the red on the rim is just, the reflection from the flower. But on the right-hand side, far right, there's it's almost like the rim has a break in it. And I'm just wondering if there was an editing issue or if that's just the way glass photographs, because I have not photographed glass on any regular basis. But it kind of looks like the outside line goes in and the other outside line on the top overlaps it. So I'm just wondering if there maybe was an editing issue that could get corrected and reused in the future.
Okay, and Ron, you were,
Can
did you
I
have-
can I say
sorry?
it's Catherine, and I scored this not accepted originally. I felt that the red of the flower, red is a very bold color that grabs your eye, so my eye immediately goes to the red, but it appears overly saturated so much that it's not sharp, and so the like it just bothers my eye because I feel like everything else in the image is so sharp and clear, but the red flower is not. So that was distracting for me. And then the yellow of the lemon in the bottom left corner is very pale, making it a bright spot. So my eye goes to the red flower and I'm like, ooh, what's wrong with this? And then it goes to the bright white and it's like, oh. And then I just sort of leave the image. I love the concept. I love the composition. I think with a bit of work, it could be.
Okay, thank you. Ron, you just final words, if you have anything further to say.
Well, I agree with Catherine's saturation, and if you're looking at focus, though, again, I'm coming down to I'll call a confusion of focus, because if you look at the top of the flower and into the line, that if we draw a straight line across there for our depth of field, that the right-hand side of the edge of the line is sharp. If you look over on the left-hand side where it's outside the glass, it's not. So, and again, as a fine art image, I can stretch myself and say we can get away with that. But for the maker in the future, if we do accept it, I think, they should be a little bit more aware and handle these things maybe a little bit more carefully.
Okay, let's do a rescore then. 32R, please. And our score is 4 not accepted, 1 accepted. So this is a not accepted image now. Okay, we are done the callbacks. Got quite a few images to get through yet, so we're going to go to number 87. So keep on the good discussion, conversation. Just if things have been said, no need to repeat. Add to the conversation if we need to, and we'll try and move ahead here. All right, number 87.
Okay, image 87, press, chaos.
Scores, please, for 87. And Ron is off on this.
Hmm.
All right, we have 3 merits to accepted. This is a merit image. Next image, please.
Image number 88, pictorial, wings of light, eyes of night.
Scores for number 88, please. And we have one merit for accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 89, fashion, elegance.
Scores for 89, please. And we have 5 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. Next image, please.
Oh, we need some comments, please.
Oh, correct. Thank you. Sure. Gundy, what did you want to say about this?
I scored it not accepted. The concept is nice with the water and everything in behind it, but the background is burned so much down. There is some kind of blotchiness in the back. And in contrast to that, the model and especially the dress is overly brightened and a little bit oversaturated.
Okay, thank you. And next image, please.
Image number 90, industrial, her place at the wheel.
Scores for number 90, please. And we have 5 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image. Oh, and before we switch, Marlene, you are off. And Ron's in. So now go to the next image.
Image number 91, animals, raven and bear.
Scores, please, for 91. And we have 2 merits, 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
I'd like to challenge that.
Okay, who's that?
Crystal, I was a merit judge on this image, and the impact of this was so strong when it first came up. You see this polar bear as well as the raven, by the looks of it, or bird, in a single image, looking opposite directions with this stunning rock behind it and this barren landscape, and the polar bear is just so in the forefront, and it just gives such a nice impact of this barren land, yet 2 living creatures within one frame. And I would like to see the maker rewarded for this unique capture.
Okay. And Catherine, you were an accepted. Do you want to comment on why?
Yeah, I feel that the composition detracts from the impact of the image. There is a lot of area around that shows the landscape, but it feels like it's diminishing the animals in the image. And so for that reason, for the composition, I feel that it detracted from the impact.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything new to say?
I was a merit on this image as well, and to me the strength and of the composition is carries everything through on this with the polar bear off to the right, but looking out to the right, the raven lying the other way, almost sort of a contrast in dimensions, which way are we going type of thing. That I don't find that showing off that much of the landscape diminishes a bear at all. If anything, polar bears are only one for however many square miles there are in existence, that there is a lot of territory around these animals. So I think that it shows it in let's say a true proportion. And the because of the snowstorm, the muted colors in the rocks and everything just help to bring the bear out. Uh, I, I believe it's a merit image.
Okay, and Crystal, did you have anything you wanted to conclude with?
I just again wanted to give kudos to the maker. Just waiting for that perfect split second where the bird is going one way and bear is facing the other way, and the bird has cleared that rock, so it really we get that full silhouette of the bird going by. It has a very strong connection piece between the two animals in this very barren landscape, and feel that the impact and storytelling is very strong here. Would love
All
to
right,
see the Best of Alberta show that travels.
thank you. Rescore 91R, please. Okay, we have 2 merits and 3 accepted, so remains an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 92, fine art, petals without and anchor.
Scores for 92, please. Jamie, I don't have your score. Oh, there I got it. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 1 merit, 1 accepted, 3 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. Next image,
Comments,
please.
please.
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting that. Okay. Crystal, or how about you?
Yeah, I was a not accepted image judge on this image. The one thing I do want to say is that the colors are beautiful, and on the Zoom, people won't be able to tell that, but the actual files that we have, the colors are really beautiful. For my eye, watching what seems like this beautiful transition between the flowers, according to the title, was really disrupted by what looks like spots on the image, like brown smudges and spots. And so that break, and then also some very bright highlights closer to the edge of the frame, pulled my eye. So without those spots and that really bright spot, I think I would enjoy this image a lot more, but my eye had a hard time bouncing all around and wasn't really quite sure what the intent was of it.
All right, thank you. Next image, please.
Number 93, child portrait, a child's light.
Scores for 93, please. Okay, we have One accepted, four not accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Gundy, what did you want to say about this for the maker?
But I thought I didn't hit my button. Yeah, the concept is neat. It's a neat idea with the lantern there. I find the background kind of busy behind this girl, and also the lighting doesn't really fit with the lighting in the background in the nature there.
Okay, thank you. Next image, please.
Image 94, pictorial, the red umbrella on the bamboo path.
Mark, I have to excuse myself from this image. It's Jamie.
Okay, Marlene, you're in. 94. Scores for 94, please.
And the class again was pictorial. Okay,
Was
thank
pictorial, yeah.
And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 95, animals. Such a mouthful.
Scores for 95, please. And we have 4 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 96, press, and we're off.
Scores for 96, please. And we have 5 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
97, group portrait, whispers in the woods.
Scores for 97, please. I have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image.
Could I challenge that, please?
That's Ron.
Yes,
You scored it a not accepted.
that's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
The creativity here is beautiful. I love it. The fact that one of the girls is looking off camera and the other two are on is fine. Where I have a challenge with the image that if you look at the two girls that are standing, that their skin tones, highlights look muddy. It's almost as if the maker did a vignette on the image The vignette got into the faces there, and they weren't cleaned up because they are in a very similar light to the young lady who's seated, and her skin tones and coloration in comparison are much warmer than the two that are standing.
Okay. Jamie, you were an accepted judge. Did you have anything to say on that?
Hi. Um, yeah, I don't notice the muddiness. One thing that was holding me back from, oh, sorry, I scored it and accepted. One thing from holding me back from scoring it higher was just there's a fallen tree on the girl on the right who's standing and it's kind of growing out of her neck. I found that rather distracting as well as the trees coming out of the heads. And I know when you're shooting in a forest, it's very difficult to not have trees coming out of body parts, but that's something to keep an eye on. I was actually wanting the girl who was sitting to be warmed up just a touch. She's a little bit cool on my end.
Okay. Any other judges wish to comment on something new?
I'll make a brief comment. Catherine, I also scored not accepted. The lighting on the subjects is very harsh compared to the lighting in the background that's soft and muted. So the foreground and background do not blend well together.
Okay. Ron, do you have anything just to sum up?
No.
Okay, thank you. We will rescore 97R, please. Ron, do I have yours? No, Ron, I need your official 97R, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was sitting there, and I guess I never got my Kensington mouse over there to I
Okay,
hit send, but I was sending nothing.
got it. Thank you. 3 not accepted and 2 accepted. So this is a not accepted image now. Next image, please.
Image 98, animal portrait, Kung Fu Kitty.
Scores for 98, please. All right. We have an excellence, a merit, 2 accepted, and a not accepted. So this is standing now as an accepted image, but it definitely needs to be talked about with that range. So I believe, Catherine, you are the excellence judge. If you want to go first on why it should be an excellence.
I was the excellence judge. Working with animals, especially cats, is so difficult. And the maker was able to capture this animal crisply in the air with a cool expression, claws out. The title is a little quirky and it makes me chuckle. There are a couple little technical issues, but for me, they're too small to really detract from the overall impact of the image. I also love the color palette.
Okay, Crystal, you were at the other end of the scale with the not accepted.
I was the non-accepted judge, and I may have been too hard on this one. Definitely the impact right off the bat was entertaining and hilarious. I was really distracted by that background, though, the scratches in it and the blotchy colors, and it just kept pulling my eye to all the other spots rather than that cat. And it doesn't look cohesive with the backdrop and the lighting on the cat. So it, to my mind, said something doesn't look right here.
Okay. Any of the other judges?
I'll speak. This is Jamie, and I scored this and accepted. The impact is great. The title lends itself very well to what the cat is doing in his kung fu-ness. Crystal already touched on the backdrop. Along the bottom, there's a scratch and kind of a crease that could definitely get cleaned up. But throughout the image, I don't know whether it's hair or dandruff or spit, but there's little flecks all over the place that definitely should get cleaned up. And I get it. I photograph pets all the time. They leave hair and dandruff all over the place. But for portraits, you definitely want to get that all nice and cleaned up. Yeah, I love everything else about it. I would probably, if it's possibility, the color is a tad distracting. It just doesn't work with the colors of the backdrop and with the cat. I do understand that some owners absolutely love their collars and it's special for them, so that will be maker's choice, I suppose. But yeah, great capture. It just needs a little bit of work to bring it up to I don't know, maybe a merit level for me.
Okay. And if any other judges have something new to add?
The only thing nothing new, but if I would have gone higher, other than all of the cleanup that the background needs.
Okay. And sorry, Catherine, you were the original challenger, so, or yeah, you were the high score. Did you want to last
Yeah.
comment?
I feel that the swirls in the background, minus the scratches, the swirls echo the swirls in the lines of the animal. So to me, the background treatment works with the subject.
Okay, so let's do a rescore, please, everybody, for 98. 98R, sorry. Okay, so we have 4 accepted and 1 excellence. So this is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 99, editorial. Discover the colors of Africa.
Could we please have the editorial read out?
All right. Certainly do that for you. Images in this class depict lifestyle or business environments and their storytelling activities. These images typically accompany an article or caption description. In successfully invoking a viewer's interest, these feature-oriented photographs could include executive portraiture, annual reports, street photography, and business activities in general. They may present images of an emotional, humorous, or unusual nature. Press images are not considered in this class. So you're judging it as in the class of editorial. That's correct. Scores for 99. Okay, we have 1 merit, 1 accepted, and 3 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Gundi, what did you want to say about this for the maker?
Yeah, when you came first up, the impact was great. That snarly old tree there, with all the lines kind of, and then you see the what is it, a leopard or a jaguar. But unfortunately, it is the jaguar is not sharp. I cannot see the eye, and it's kind of, I don't know. The treatment is a bit harsh. It's over sharpened on the tree, and there is some kind of motion blur down the tree on the branches on the bottom, and then there is a very muddy on the left lower side. The branches are very muddy. That's
Okay.
why I give it not accepted.
All right, thank you. Next image, please.
Image 100, animals. The conqueror's gaze.
Scores for 100, please. And we have 2 merits and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. We'll be rotating. Catherine, you are off. Marlene is back in. Next image, please.
Image 101, architecture. Raven Rock.
Scores for 101. And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 102, wedding group. Girls will be girls.
Just checking if I've done that one or not. Yes, I've read that before. Scores for 102, please. One more. And we have 5 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
103, fine art. Swirl spirits.
And your scores, please, for 103. And we have 2 merits and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 104, product illustration. Porsche, beauty in motion.
Scores for 104. Still waiting for some scores here. Okay, we have 4 merits and 1 accepted, a very strong merit image. Next image, please.
Image 105, pictorial, golden morning.
Your scores for 105. And we have 4 accepted and 1 not accepted. So we have an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 106, press, passing down tradition.
Scores for 106. All right, we have 4 merits and 1 not accepted. This is a strong merit image. Next image, please.
I'm sorry. I'm going to challenge that.
Okay, Crystal, well, you are obviously, you're the not accepted.
I'm the not accepted. Sorry,
Okay.
can we read press again?
Yes, certainly can. Press it illustrates a news, sports, human interest, or publicity event that have high impact, lasting emotional response, and often have required the photographer not only to be at the right place at the right time, but also capturing the peak moment of action, reaction, or emotion, drawing an emotional response from the viewer. No alteration, manipulation, staged events allowed. The usual basic color, brightness, cropping, dodging, and burning are allowed.
Thank you. This is a sweet moment. I don't feel that it's a moment of impact that is bringing a huge emotional response at this specific moment that's being captured. I'm sure that there were a lot of great moments at this event, and I would bet that the maker probably has more with more impact that were more peak moment. But this one is a downtime moment, in my opinion, as someone who has been to hundreds of Indigenous ceremonial events. And the image on its own doesn't have a great use of the light, with the girl's eyes being raccooned in the shadows there. And we can't really see the story of the rest of the event. I can see that, you know, she's looking up to someone else, and that's sweet, but it's not something that's really happening here. And I believe that the story could be better told with a different image.
Okay, thank you. Any of the merit judges wish to speak on it?
Ron here.
Okay.
Perhaps the story could be better told, but I believe that there is a story being told, that the young lady is looking up in towards her elders, obviously engrossed or listening to what they're having to say. That the hand between the young lady and the pan is gesturing towards her, so somebody off camera is trying to make a point to her. So I believe that there's a story being told that maybe could be told with more intensity, if you will. But I believe that this is an acceptable image.
Okay. Anybody else have anything new to say? All right. Crystal, you have the final word.
Yeah, I will respect all the judges' opinions. I just felt that there's a distracting element in the back, and the composition doesn't seem overly purposeful for the little girl to be able to see what the story is, and just believe that it could have been told in a more strategic way than this image allows.
All right. Thank you. So rescore 106R, please. All right, we have a slight change. So we have 1 merit, 3 accepted, and 1 not accepted. So this is now an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 107, floral, fungus blooms where decay dreams.
Scores for 107. Okay, we have 1 excellent, 2 merits, an accepted, and a not accepted. So it stands as a merit image. Okay, next image, please.
Image 108, child portrait, sweet moments.
Scores for 108. And we have 1 merit, 4 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
109, fashion, runway rebel.
Scores for 109.
Mark, I'm going to change my score. Sorry.
Okay.
I did it as well, just in case you didn't see.
Crystal, yes, Crystal, I got yours. Okay. Okay, I got yours now, Jamie. All right, so we have 4 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 110, experimental unclassified, explosion of the heavens.
Scores for 110. Three more scores I need. Okay, and we have 4 not accepted, 1 accepted. This is a not accepted image. Marlene, what did you want to say about it?
I would like to say, I think the image would do well with a little bit more like a boost in contrast, possibly bring those colors out a little bit more. For me, it's just a little bit flat and slightly uninteresting as far as the skyscapes go.
Okay, thank you.
If I might add to that I agree with what Marlene says, but I find all of the white spots on it. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. They're out of uh, context to me with the rest of the image. They might be something from an explosion, but the coloration is wrong. I would clean all of those up and go from there.
Okay, thank you.
I think those are stars because we're looking up at the night sky.
Well, they may be stars, and I can understand, and that's what I'm extrapolating too. But still, we've got the auroras sort of exploding and moving in all directions. The stars really, to me, don't help the image.
All right, lots for the maker to consider. Thank you. So rotate, Crystal, you are stepping off. And image 111 now, please.
Number 111, pictorial, the night of eternal light.
Scores for 111, please. Okay, we have 4 merits and 1 accepted, a very strong merit image. Next image, please.
Image 112, animals, solitude in the snow.
And your scores for number 112. All right, we have 1 excellence, 3 merits, 1 accepted. This is a merit image. Next image, please.
Image 113, fine art, water lily.
Scores for 113. And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 114, press, I gotcha.
And scores for 114, please. And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 115, portrait, beauty specialist.
Scores for 115, please. Two more scores. All right, we have 1 merit, 1 accepted, and 3 not accepted. So this is a not accepted image. And Catherine, you are not accepted. Could you help the maker?
Yes, this is a great pose, a great concept. It falls short in the lighting with the hand being very bright and then the hair being very dark. I'm losing detail in the hair and the line to clean up the stray hairs or whatnot is too sharp. It's too flat. It's too perfect. So for those two things, the lighting and the treatment of the face is wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
To add to that, if I could, that the brushes and the hand are out of focus.
Okay. Yep, next image.
Image 116, pictorial, Celestia.
Scores for 116, please. We have 2 accepted and 3 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Gundy, what did you want to say about this?
Yeah, it's a beautiful burst of color. Unfortunately, there is nowhere anything sharp in this image, and I believe that the stars, there should be something where you can like focus on. So something should be in focus.
Okay, thank you. Image number, next image, please.
Image 117, animal portrait, tranquility.
Scores for 117, please. And we have scores of 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 118, animals. I don't want a nap.
Scores for 118. Two more scores. Okay, I got that, Marlene. All right, that's Universal's 5 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. Ron, what did you want to say about it for the maker?
Just in general, the image is not sharp. Throughout, I don't, it's a very tight crop or what was done with it, but that is a beautiful idea. The cub looks great, but as I say, the overall image is just not sharp.
Okay. Next image, please.
Image number 119, editorial, suspended strength.
Scores for 119. Two more scores. And we have 4 not accepted, 1 accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Jamie, what did you want to say about this?
Hi, yeah. So when it first came up, there's quite an impact. I mean, it's a very neat looking image that you definitely don't see every day. There are some focus slash blur issues. It goes in and out in places where it definitely should not be going in and out. The tires, especially on that middle truck, the tow hook at the front of the middle truck, lots of little areas. Some of them are tack sharp, and then others are, as I said, oddly blurry. So I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, if that could be remedied, I don't know if it was a post-processing issue. It would be a very cool issue, very cool image.
Okay, thank you. Next image, please.
Image number 120, pictorial, sunset escape.
Scores for 120, please. Three more scores. Okay, we have a merit, an accepted, and 3 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Marlene, what do you want to say for the maker to help them out?
Okay, I initially really loved this image. I wish I was actually walking on that beach. Where I feel like it missed the mark, the dark tonality is just too dark, and I really want to see some detail in those rocks on the left-hand side. Also, there appears to be I'm not sure if it's a cloudy issue or mist or whatever coming up from the rock on the left. Yeah, just perhaps some lightening up, or maybe catch it about a half an hour before. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Another thing, if I may, that if you look at the horizon line in between the two dominant rocks, it's not straight.
Okay, thank you. All right, we have a switch again. So Jamie, you're off now. Crystal, you're on. And next image, please.
Okay. I want to sing this title, but I'll save you and I won't. Image 121, conceptual illustration, Fly Me to the Moon.
And we appreciate your enthusiasm. Scores for 121, please. Well, great minds think alike. It's 5 merits for merit image. Next image, please.
Image 122, animals, over Golden Pond.
Scores for 122, please. We have 2 merits and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 123, child portrait, the Boys Club.
Scores for 123. 123. Two more. And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 124, fine art, Terminator.
Scores for 124. 124. Okay, we have 1 merit and 4 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 125, pictorial, when the night explodes with beauty.
Scores for 125, please. Okay, well, we'll have to talk about this one. We have one excellence, one merit, one accepted, and two not accepted. So that would make it an accepted image right now, but we should talk about this. So we'll start off with the high score. That's Ron, you were in excellence.
Um, to me, the impact of this image is over the top, so to speak. It goes with the title and the explosion sort of starting lower center of the image where the darker color is and moving up and out. Yes, it does carry my eyes away out from the image a little bit, but I keep on getting right back, pulled right back down to the middle of the image. So yeah, I just look at it and I just sort of just stare at it literally.
Okay, thank you. Crystal, you were a not accepted. What brought it down for you?
As a non-accepted judge, and if you've photographed aurora before, you'll know that when you get those larger stars, it's because your lens is just out of focus. And you can see that also in that the trees that are closer to the photographer in the foreground are sharper than the trees that are further. And so unfortunately, the sky isn't in that perfect focus that you would want for an exceptional aurora image.
Okay. Anybody else in between those two scores that wish to say anything? Okay. So this is not a challenge. This is just me bringing it. So there's no final rebuttal. We're going to have a rescore for number 125. 125 R.
I'm sorry, I forgot to put the R on my rescore.
That's okay. I got it, Ryan. No problem. Okay, we have two accepted, three not accepted. This is a not accepted image, and I believe those comments from Crystal should help. Next image, please.
Image 126, floral, nature's spotlight.
Could you please read the class description?
Okay, I can. And find this one. It's we're looking for floral, right? Yeah. Is it?
Actually, if no one else needs it, that's fine. I don't.
No, I don't mind. No, we should read it if you ask for it. Here I have it. Floral photographs are captivating images of plants or other floral that illustrate an aesthetically pleasing or distressing presentation of botanical subjects. The emphasis is on interest, visual impact, composition, technical excellence. They must rise above the typical floral images by application of the same principles common to all botanical artists. And your scores for 126. And we have five not accepted. This is a not accepted image. Gundy, what did you want to say for the maker?
Yeah, beautiful yellow color, but I don't see any floral element in it really. And there's also some, I don't know if it's a cloning issue, in the lower right-hand corner, there is some kind of, it looks kind of like a line or a square kind of thing that should be cleaned up nonetheless.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, thank you. Next image, please.
Image 127, animals, put me down.
Scores for 127. One more. Okay. All right. We have 4 not accepted and 1 accepted. So this is a not accepted image. Ron, what can we say to help the maker?
The image on initial impact is straight. When you look at it a little bit more closely, though, unfortunately, between the sharpening and what appears to be a texture effect or a brushstroke effect that was put on with the feathers, just takes away from uh, the impact of or the continued impact of the image.
Okay, thank you. Image, sorry, the next image, please.
Image number 128, industrial, first pass.
Scores for 128, please. Two more scores. Okay, we have 1 excellence, 3 merits, and 1 not accepted. So this is a merit image. Next image, please.
Image 129, newborn, pretty in pink.
Scores for 129, please. All right, we have 2 merits and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
On that one, I will change mine to a merit.
Okay, Ron. So you're changing it from an accepted
Accepted
to a
to a
merit.
Yes.
All right, so we now have a score of 3 merits and 2 accepted. So this is a merit image.
Image 130, fashion, tides of teal.
Scores, please, for number 130. And we have 4 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. We are rotating. Gundi, you are off. Jamie's back in. Next image, please.
Image number 131, press, on edge.
Scores for 131. Not sure if someone has somebody in the background. Maybe you might want to mute yourself. Okay, so we have 3 excellence and 2 merits. This is an excellence image. Congratulations to the maker. It's been a while since we saw an excellence. Well done. Next image, please.
Image 132, portrait, diversity in our unity.
Mark, I have to step out. It's Marlene.
Okay, Marlene is out. And Ron, Gundy, you are back in for this image. So this is 132, scores for 132. Two more. Okay, we have 2 merits, 2 accepted and 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 133, architecture, dome in the clouds.
Scores for 133. And we're back to the original unit here for judging. Okay, we have 1 merit, 2 accepted, and 2 not accepted, making this an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 134, pictorial, Spirit Island, Jasper National Park.
Scores for 134. We have 2 merits and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 135, animal portrait, too much energy for a pose.
There's something wrong here.
Yeah, was that last one the right one also? Pictorial but of the bird?
Yes, it was. It was the correct one. Title and everything. I got to hold. Okay, it is. We're going to judge it as is.
And scores for 135, please. Oh, something's. Okay, we have 5 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Jamie, what do you want to say to the maker to help them?
I believe this may have been entered in the wrong class since there are no animals present in it. I don't know if that was obviously a mistake or otherwise, I mean, try it again in maybe the photojournalistic wedding class.
Okay.
I'll just also add for the maker as a wedding photo to strengthen this image, not cutting off the feet of the bride and groom can help bring the viewer to see that they are on a path walking. And then perhaps a faster shutter speed, since we know the mountains are still in focus, but the faces of the audience members are a bit blurry, so that's likely a shutter speed issue. So just choosing that to keep everyone nice and sharp for the storytelling.
All right. Thanks, maker. We'll appreciate that. Next image, please.
Image number 136, editorial, Old Reliable.
Scores for 136, please. One more score. Thank you. We have 1 excellence, 1 merit, and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image.
I'd like to challenge that.
Who was that?
And I was the excellence judge.
Okay, you have the floor.
For an editorial image, I could see this printed in a magazine for this tractor company or for this Westlock, because that's the community based on all of the signage here. If anyone has spent any time in any rural rinks, you probably know this guy, and that expression is exactly who he is. But he is up at the dawn or before dawn, making sure that the ice is good for all those little ones who have a 7 a.m. practice. And this, Zamboni, makeshift Zamboni was passed down to him by his dad. The storytelling is so phenomenal in this. And it brings you right back to being in that cold rink. I can physically feel that I'm cold when I look at this image because it reminds me of sitting in those chairs, 2 rows just to watch, or just a bench watching your kid on the ice in the morning. And even though his kids are grown up and gone and he doesn't have a stake in it anymore, he's still out there making sure that our kids all have fresh ice to skate on. And the fact that I came up with all of that just shows what great storytelling this is by this maker, with really dynamic lighting. And it shows, look at the ice, has still got all the scratches in it because he's standing there waiting to get on, like, hurry up and take my picture because I need to get this ice going now. So just like kudos to the maker on really showcasing everything there is to these rural rinks and these guys who just make our kids have a great life.
All right. Very passionate. Thank you. And Marlene, you were an accepted judge.
I was, and I've just been converted.
Okay. Anybody else want to challenge the passion of Crystal? Okay. Then we will do a rescore on 136R, please. All right, a successful challenge. We have 3 excellence and 2 merits. This is an excellence image. Congratulations to the maker.
Thank you, judges. Congratulations to the maker.
I'll put a smile on this gentleman's face.
Crystal should be a lawyer. I want her on my team.
Right?
Next image, please.
Image number 137, group portrait, Our Once Upon a Time.
Scores for 137, please. One more score, please. Okay, we have 4 accepted and 1 merit. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 138, pictorial, North Star in the Mist.
Scores for 138, please. Okay, we have 2 merits, 2 accepted and 1 not accepted for an accepted image. Next image, please.
I'd like to challenge that.
Okay, that's Catherine.
Catherine, I was the not accepted judge.
All right, you go ahead.
I would like the judges to take a closer look at the back of the boat. There is color on, I'm not sure what is on the boat. I see yellow and then a reddish and a greenish. It just doesn't match with the rest of the image. And then if you follow up to the top of the boat, the screen part, I'm not a boater, so I don't know exactly what that is, but it looks burned in. It looks overly dark. And then the lines, camera right, look too sharp. And then the top of the little, there's a thing sticking up in between the thin rods, and it looks like there is some haloing, like it was burned in, but and I find all those elements very distracting. I also, yeah, no, I'll stop there.
Okay. And
I'll talk to it.
yeah.
I'm Jamie. I gave this image a merit originally. And as soon as I hit it, I actually noticed I think it's a double key line on the left-hand side and not on the right-hand side. And then I started looking and I noticed, as my fellow judge was saying, the haloing between, I'm going to call it a mast in the middle, and then all in between looks like it wasn't lightened or it was overly darkened. I'm not sure which. The only thing I will, I guess, politely disagree with is I don't mind the little bits of color that are behind the boat. I know the rest of the image is very, doesn't have a lot of color. It doesn't overly bother me, but maybe the maker could try it in a black and white and clean up the other issues, and then it might work out it might score higher.
Okay, any other judges want to speak for the image? All right, then we have Catherine, did you want to say anything further? Finish it?
No, I have nothing more to add.
All right, thank you. So we'll do 138R, please. 138R. So we have 5 not accepted. This is a not accepted image, and we should have enough comments there. The next image.
Image number 139, animals. Sable Island Sovereign.
Mark, I have to step out. It's Marlene.
Okay.
Uh,
Marlene.
Jamie has to step out as well. Sorry.
Okay. So Marlene and Jamie are out. All right. Well, we'll see we end up with here. So 139. And sorry, what class was this?
Animals.
Okay. Your scores, please, for 139. Okay, so we have 1 not accepted, 2 accepted, and 1 merit. So this is an accepted image.
Okay, image number 140. Press. Crossing the Drake Passage.
Scores for number 140. And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted for an accepted image. And before we see the next image, we're rotating. Ron, you are back. Or sorry, Ron, you are off.
Lucky me.
And Wendy is back in, and we can go to the next image, please.
Image 141, photojournalistic wedding. Down the aisle and into forever.
Scores for 141, please. Two more. Okay, so we have 2 merits, 2 accepted, and 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 142, experimental unclassified, blazing spirit.
And scores for 142, please. One more. So there we go. Okay, we have 2 merits, 2 accepted, and 1 not accepted for an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 143, pictorial, Twilight velocity.
Scores for 143, please. Scores are in. It's 2 merits and 3 accepted for an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 144, fine art. Flight of the F4U Corsair.
Scores for 144, please. Okay, we have scores in. We have 2 merits, 2 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 145, floral, midnight garden.
Scores for 145. And we have 3 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 146, pictorial, utopia.
Scores for 146, please. Two more scores. And we have 5 accepteds. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 147, animals, beady on water.
Scores for 147, please. We have 4 not accepted and 1 accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Marlene, you're not accepted. What did you want to say for the maker?
It's a super sweet capture of this duck. I love ducks. Compositionally speaking, though, it needs some work. It needs some more work, or needs some more space, sorry, on the bottom, and your matting. Yeah, just pay attention to your matting as well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Next image, please.
Next image, 148, fashion, youthful glow.
Scores for 148. Couple of more. We have 4 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 149, child portrait, a bundle of curiosity.
Scores for 149. We have 2 merits and 3 accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image number 150, animal portrait. Excuse me, that's my seat.
Scores for 150, please. Okay, we have 3 merits and 2 accepted. This is a merit image. And before we see the next image, we rotate. So Marlene, you are off. Because Ron, you are back on. Next image, please.
Image 151, pictorial, thundering prairie.
Scores for 151, please. And everybody's in sync. We have 5 accepted for an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 152, animals, up from asleep.
Scores, please, for 152. Two more scores. And we have 4 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 153, fine art, twins.
Score for 153. All right, we have 4 merit and 1 accepted. This is a merit image. Next image, please.
Image 154, press, not looking so good.
Scores for 154. And we have 4 merits and 1 accepted. This is a merit image. Next image, please.
I'm gonna challenge that.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're the accepted judge.
I'm the accepted judge. And I do believe this belongs in the show, but I don't believe that it is worthy of a merit. I'd like to bring the judge's attention to the security vest directly above the bull, which seems to have been burnt down because, of course, they grab lighting, right? But it hasn't been burned down in a way that's evenly done. And so it grabs the eyes because it's got haloing all around the edges of it. And unfortunately, to me, that would bring this image down to an accepted. Still a great moment, obviously impact, terrifying. You probably saw that in my face because I'm not good at hiding facial expressions, and it has immediate impact. But there is something to be said in press images with editing done really makes them lose any of their authenticity and integrity. So it's really important with those press images that you can't see any editing.
Okay, thank you. Any of the merit judges wish to speak for the merit part of this?
Yeah, I'm Jamie. I gave it a merit. I saw the burned down fluorescent, as it was called, and was kind of going back and forth on it. Yeah, the image itself is absolutely fantastic. Super, like the storytelling, the impact is all there. I don't know, maybe black and white. So even if the fluorescent is bright, at least it's not that bright, because it's a great image.
Okay. If there's no other comments, Crystal, did you want to say anything, or you're good for a rescore? Okay, so we will rescore image 154. 154R, please. Okay, we successful challenge. So we have 5 accepteds. This is now an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 155, pictorial, place of Zen.
Scores for 155, please. Okay, we have one merit, one accepted, three not accepted. This is a not accepted image. And Crystal, what did you want to say about this as a not accepted image?
I did score this image as not accepted. It lacks visual interest for me. There's not dynamic lighting. The top third of the image is sky that doesn't really have anything going on. It's a nice place, but I think that the maker can have an opportunity to make it look more zen and peaceful at a more dynamically lit time of day.
All right, thank you. Next image, please.
Image number 156, animals always on guard.
Scores for 156. Okay, we have three accepted, two not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 157, animals, gaze of the wild.
Yep.
I thought I hit the button. I thought I pressed it. It didn't highlight it.
Scores for 157, please. We have three accepted, two not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 158, child portrait, in the blink of innocence.
Scores for 158, please. Two more scores. One more score.
You have to excuse me, I'm having trouble getting my ruler ball over into my other screen.
There we go. Thank you, Ron. And let's see what we have here. We have two accepted, three not accepted. Gundi, you are a not accepted. You have comments for the maker?
Yes, it's a lovely composition, and the light on the white of the dress is handled very well. There are no blown out highlights, and you see a lot of texture in there. Unfortunately, the camera is tack sharp, but the face and the eyes of the child are not, which would be very important that we have that face sharp.
All right, thank you. Next image, please.
Image 159, fine art, echoes of the north.
Scores for 159, please. Okay, we have 1 merit, 2 accepted, 2 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
Image 160, animal portrait, white collar pup.
Scores for 160, please. One more score. Okay, we have 4 accepted and 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Before we move on, we're going to rotate again. So Catherine, you're stepping off. Marlene is back in. Next image, please.
Image 161, editorial, our last goodbye.
Scores for 161, please. Okay, we have 4 accepted, 1 not accepted. This is an accepted image. Next image, please.
And I'm going to call it right here because right after this, we are moving into verticals. We're sitting at 1640 right now. We were talking about 1700. Do we want to do recalls for any horizontals right now there, Mark? To round up?
Sure. Yeah. If
Okay.
does anybody?
We can do a quick bio break as well. I'll just pause everything.
Okay.
While you're having the bio break, think about your recalls and we can get that sorted out.
So maybe we should do, if Crystal has to go, we should maybe do her recalls first, and then if she has to go, then she
Yeah.
can go. If that
Okay.
makes sense. Or I don't know if we can do that or not, or you got the order.
I
whatever.
Do all of them. She hasn't called yet, so I should have a solid little amount of time.
Okay. All right, then just carry on. Sorry, Chris. You go ahead. What's easiest there?
Go, Crystal. Which is your first one you want to talk to?
The first one that I wanted to do was, I have it in your messages here, 95.
95.
So I was
Oh, just hang on one sec. So just read out the class and the name, please.
Carrie.
Gary.
Image 95, animals, such a mouthful.
Okay, and this was 4 accepted and 1 not accepted was the original vote. Okay, so you were a not accepted, I guess, Crystal.
No, I was
Yeah.
actually an accepted judge, but then I saw something afterwards that we have some floating whiskers in this situation. Once you actually look at it on your Lightroom catalog, you can see there's a bit of an issue with some cloning or something that's going on the right-hand side with those whiskers. Some of them appear out of nowhere and some of them have some blurriness in the middle of them. So I would be bringing my overall score down if I could. Now I can't because I'm challenging this to bring it down and I'm an accepted judge. So I will be asking my fellow judges to bring it down.
Okay. And does anybody want to speak a rebuttal or anything, or are we ready to rescore that? Okay, so we good to go. So on this one, Marlene was off. So we can do a 95R, please, to me. And I need one more score. Okay. I have 5 not accepted. Oh, sorry, no, that's not right. Pardon me. Sorry, 4 not accepted and 1 accepted. Yeah. So that is a not accepted image now.
Your next
Okay.
one?
My next one was 100, The Conqueror's Gaze.
Okay, Carrie, if you want to just read that.
Sorry, yeah, I was obviously daydreaming. Image 100, animals, the conqueror's gaze.
Thank you. And so this, again, Marlene was off for this. This was scored 2 merits and 3 accepted for an accepted score. And Crystal, what was your score?
I was a merit judge, and I would like to argue for this maker to be given the credit due for this incredible image. The fur is sharp, the eyes are lit from the sky. There's a fish, the water is dripping. You can see the claws on that one paw as the bear is taking a step. There are no distractions really with that background. Just the fall off is beautiful. I would like the maker to be rewarded by having this in the traveling exhibit and bring the scores up to merit.
Okay, thank you. Any judges from the accepting group want to say anything of why it shouldn't go up? All right, so we're good to rescore for 100R, please. Okay, so we have 3 merits and 2 accepted. This is now a merit image.
Thank you, judges.
Okay, let's start. While we still got Crystal here, let's go right up top to 45.
Number 45. Okay.
45 is editorial, C-SPAN.
Okay, and that was so Catherine was off for that. And it was scored an accepted overall. There was 4 accepted and 1 merit. And who brought this back? Somebody brought this back.
Where's my chat?
Nobody brought it back?
All right.
All right,
Uh,
then.
All right, we don't need to do that then.
92.
All right, 92.
92 is fine art, petals without and anchor.
Okay, this scored a not accepted overall. It was 3 not accepted, 1 accepted, and 1 merit. And who brought this back?
I did.
And your score was?
I believe I was off at the time.
Okay. No, Marlene was off at the time.
Marlene was off. Okay, then I got outvoted badly. I just wanted to speak to to this image, and I think that the impact of the image and the motion and the coloration is fantastic. And I like the creativity to control the motion in this is great. The only little flaw I personally see in it is off to the center, very far right, where that purple leaf is. There's a bit of a grayish gap in there that maybe could be improved on. But as far as a fine art image, I would be very happy to hang this on my wall.
Okay, one of the not accepted judges want to speak to this?
I'll speak. It's Catherine.
Okay.
I found the thickness of the key line too distracting, as well as the spots that were spoken about earlier, where in the large yellow color on the upper right of that, there's some, I don't know what they are, but they are not moving and everything else is. And then the brightness of the highlights on the upper left side of the picture, upper camera left, are very distracting and they take away from the overall image.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have anything new to add?
Can I add something even though I wasn't a judge?
Sure.
What I'm thinking is that there was a texture screen or something applied, because on the left side of the image you can see where it stops. And a very, very obvious border that's on that left side that is not anywhere else. So if you just take a look there and you'll see, and that might be what the that other splotchiness is possibly on that right, that large yellow flower on the right hand side. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Marlene. And Ron, did you want to say anything final or ready for a
Well,
rescore?
I'm just looking around the image to see what they may have done with it, because I missed that left-hand side. And so I'm just wanting to see if it was an intentional drop shadow or something that they put in there that might have carried around the rest of the image. Okay, I don't see it, and I'm having had that or seeing that now, we don't need to revote. I'm okay with it the way it was.
Well, we need to rescore since it was an official challenge. So we'll do a 92R, please.
Okay. So maybe after I'd seen that left-hand side on my wall, I wouldn't have liked it so much.
So we have 5 not accepted. So it remains a not accepted image.
Yes. Thank you for listening to me.
Okay, next one is 112.
Okay, and
All right.
that
This is Jamie.
Okay,
I brought this one back.
just
can I
just hang
read it?
on. Yeah, go ahead, Carrie.
Okay, thank you. Image 112, animals, solitude in snow.
Okay, so Crystal was off of this one. This scored a merit overall. We had an excellence, 3 merits, and an accepted. So go ahead, Jamie. You scored
Okay.
what?
I scored this in excellence. When this image came up on my screen, very impactful. The owl staring at me is just fantastic. I love the beautiful background. It's not distracting behind him. Yeah, I mean, capturing this in the wild is just what an amazing thing to be able to do. I guess I would like to get it up to an excellence because I'm not seeing anything that's bringing it down for me, and I would like to hear what my other judges have to say.
Okay, I know there was an accepted score here. I don't know if you recall if you were an accepted judge. Did you want to say why? Recall? Or any of the judges, the other merit judges?
Marlene, I can speak. I did score a merit. The only thing that was holding me back from going higher, because it was very impactful. I love the colors straight out of the gate. Um, but the feathers, the tail feathers, are they're not as sharp as the snowbank he's sitting on in the back, like the back of it. I just feel like the focus might have been missed just a wee bit, and so I feel like it was maybe perhaps a little bit over sharpened in some areas where it shouldn't have been. And for that reason, I scored it a merit, but definitely a high merit.
Okay. And does anybody else have anything new to add?
Okay, I scored it a merit as well, and in adding to the feathers, that the feathers on the legs that are hanging down over the snow there aren't as sharp, and on the left-hand side, off the breast and whatnot, those aren't either. Those I can forgive, saying that they're falling out of sharpness, but to me, the leg looks like it should be roughly in the same plane as the wing, and that lack of sharpness is a bit of a problem.
Okay. And Jamie, did you want to say a final thing, or are you ready to rescore?
Yeah, I'm hearing what my other judges are saying. I mean, I've had a lot of birds and I've had a lot of fun photographing them. And sometimes the way they sit, if the head is back just a little bit and you're only focusing on the eyes, it will make everything else, a little blurry or out of focus. To me, those don't bring it down enough with the impact and everything else, but I definitely appreciate hearing what they had to say. Thank you.
All right. So if we can do a rescore for 112R, please. And sorry, Crystal was off on that one. Yeah. Well, it moved up one person. However, it stays overall the same. It's 2 excellents and 3 merits. So it is still a merit image.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, judges.
All right. Next one. 128.
Okay. And
Oh, sorry, my bad. Image 128, industrial, first pass.
okay, this scored a merit. It was 3 merits, an excellent, and a not accepted. And who brought this back?
I did.
Okay, and what was your score?
Well, I don't think I was judging this one at the time.
Yep. No, you know you were judging it.
Oh, look, see, I don't remember what I judged anymore. Okay, I apologize for that. When I looked at the image, if you look at it under magnification, it is not sharp. And falling in the industrial category and the type of uses that this image might be used for, I just didn't think it was sharp enough to be accepted, yes, but to be a merit or an excellence image, I don't believe so.
Okay, any of the merit judges want to speak for the image?
Can I just ask, are we not supposed to be looking at it under magnification?
No, you should be looking at it just at 100% and not zooming in. So I'm not sure if you meant that you were zooming in, but we should be just looking at the image at 100%.
Okay, well, I didn't think, okay.
Sorry, I'll speak to the image too. I believe I was a merit judge. For me, the impact of this one immediately was really strong and told great storytelling with the patterns of the raked ground. And I'm not a farmer and have no idea what I'm talking about, but the color as well, the green tractor and then the red rake piece really stand out on that brown ground, and then the little bit of dust coming up is so great, and the angles, that diagonal made it really strong composition. The only thing actually that brought me down from excellence was that the browner, like the darker brown part on that angle, doesn't seem to align with the way that the lines actually go. And so I don't know if that's natural or not necessarily the maker's fault, but it impacts the overall strength of the image because it gives a little bit of an awkward feeling. Other than that, though, I thought this image would have been an excellence. It was a strong merit for me.
I was off a panel for this one, right, Mark?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's a Harrows that he's pulling behind him, and I'm guessing that little strip that's slightly off, he might be at the edge of the field, and that makes things not quite perfectly centered. So that could be it. But yeah, I think it's a really cool image.
Okay. So, Ron, did you want to say anything again, or are you ready for a rescore? Okay.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. So we'll do a rescore 128R, please. Okay, we have, excuse me, 4 merits and 1 accepted, so it remains a merit image. Next image.
Which image would that be?
133.
133, architecture, dome in the clouds.
Okay, so Gundi was off for this one. This was scored and accepted. We had 1 merit, 2 accepted, and 2 not accepted. And who brought this back?
I did gain on this one.
Do you know what you scored?
It would have been either a bare accepted or not accepted.
Okay, so you're trying to bring this down from an accepted?
Okay, so I'd have been a not accepted. Yeah, yes, I am, because if you look at the dome or the church, that there is a bit of a lean to the right on it, and I also, with the tools that we have available to us, uh, I think it would have been very easy for the maker to pop the colors a little bit, the tiles in the roof, and the green, which may or may not be copper or stone, in the dome as well, to just give it and even up the contrast a little bit, to just give it more pop as an architectural image.
Okay, anybody want to speak for the image? All right, we will do a rescore. 133R, please. And we have 4 not accepted, 1 accepted. This is now a not accepted image. We have comments for the maker.
$145.
145 is floral, midnight garden.
Okay, Ron was off for this. This was originally an accepted image. There was 3 accepted and 2 not accepted. Who brought this back?
I did, Marlene.
And you were a what?
I was a not accepted, yeah.
Okay.
Floral should be a beautiful, beautiful flower. There's nothing beautiful about this flower. I'm sorry, but it's not sharp. It could have been possibly one of the other more perfect flowers or blooms could have possibly been photographed instead. There's just no story, and I don't I'm not really sure where the center of interest should be when that main flower is not in focus. And it's also the cropping of it too. If that main flower is the sole point of the story, I think there should be definitely be more space below it to
Okay.
highlight it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Marlene. Has anybody wish to speak for the image? Okay. So we will do a rescore 145R, please. And we have 5 not accepted. This is a not accepted image. Next
Thank
image.
you.
Last image of the recalls.
This is 149,
This
Chris?
is 149.
Image 149, child portrait, a bundle of curiosity.
Okay, Ron was off of this one. This was originally scored and accepted. There was 2 merits and 3 accepted. And who's
I called this one back. I am going to say I thought I sent you another one, Chris.
Oh,
But either way, it's not a big deal right now. Okay, so to this image.
what did you score it?
Sorry, I scored this image a merit, and I would love to see it become a merit for our show. The background has no real distractions. The big, curious eyes of the little toddler are adorable. There's nothing else. They're handled well. There's nice catch lights in them. Rosy cheeks. The complexion is lovely. The skin tones are nice. Yeah, all the colors work pretty nicely together. I would just like to see this get up to a merit. I'd like to hear what my fellow judges have to say.
All right, thank you. Anybody from the accepted side want to explain that or anything?
I will. I was an accepted judge. I love the expression on this little one's face. I agree that with the title, it shows curiosity and is intriguing. The lighting could have been a bit higher to make the nostrils less of a focal point, because it's such a bright face and then these dark nostrils because of that lighting. And then the skin tones are having a little bit of issues. The face doesn't match the hand, doesn't match the leg. We're seeing the mark on the leg from the clothing, and then the white as a choice in the basket, because it's the brightest part of the image, also draws that face, or draws the eye down of the viewer. So just in the decisions being made by the maker to consider that if we're using a little bit darker, like if we had stuck with tan inside that basket, just would have allowed the viewer to look at the face a bit more as being the brightest part of the image. And so for me, that's why it's definitely deserving to be in this show as an accepted image, but it doesn't quite meet that merit standard.
Okay, anybody else have anything new to offer? Okay, Jamie, did you want to say anything?
I don't have a rebuttal to anything. Yeah.
Okay, so we will rescore this 149R, please.
Come back over here time. Just do that though.
Okay, so we have 1 merit and 4 accepted, so it remains an accepted image.
and that is it for the recalls.
Alrighty. So what next is like our next image is 162, and that's a vertical.
Yeah, we're going to be going into verticals, which we'll do tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Other than that, awesome job, all y'all getting through all the horizontals. I really, really appreciate the hard work and pushing through, and I really enjoyed the let's do 10, let's do 10, let's do 10. That's almost like the perfect way to inch forward, stuff like that. Great comments, stuff like that, and I really appreciate everything y'all doing. Crystal, you're not back tomorrow, so thank you again for coming up. And tomorrow is going to be Shelly that's going to be stepping into your shoes. So, Mark, over to you.
All right. Well, yeah. I agree everything that you've said, Chris. It's been great discussions. I've seen people, change their minds when a good point has been presented. So that's great. You guys are working as a great team, and we've seen some amazing images. So if we're signing off till tomorrow, that's my understanding. Is that
Yes,
what
we
you said?
are.
Are
Okay.
we gonna go through and make sure our sheets are all the same and then
Yes.
tomorrow we can start fresh?
I'm
Okay.
going to stop recording. I was looking to stop the recording and then have all the back end stuff done all secret, but
Oh yeah.
so we don't bore everybody that's watching this. So